How's it going, everybody? This is PlayerJReady, and welcome to NHL 17. Now, today I'm going to be doing a custom team season gameplay. I'm actually have 14 teams here. I was working on this last week, and I wanted to try to do this week or the following week before, and I didn't have the time to do it. And actually, is this thing on? Okay, it is on. Okay. I tried to get this going over the weekend, but I completely forgot about it. And I figured I'd start this up. Um, but anyways, I took a look at my views of the most views on my channel, and so far, custom teams tournament was actually the highest one. I had 2,500 views. So I'm thinking about. I thought to myself, I might as well, try to do something cool. Maybe try to do something like this, a season mode where I could actually showcase players on different teams, mix and match, and especially goaltending too. Um, Now I didn't go and why is this still on? And I didn't go and you know do anything special. I just went down. The way I made my teams is I went from every team's top line, like A, B, C, or D. Everybody that was on the top of the list that had the last alphabetical letter, or yeah, last letter in their alphabet, or first, not for last, first letter in their last name of the teams in their current teams on here still. So I went from each teams going from absurd, and I had any teams that had the players that had, like I said, first letter of their last name that was on top of the teams of the NHL teams, and took them, and that's what I did. So, but as you see here, we have, like I said, 14 teams, and what league I'm playing in right now, I think it's the National League. So yeah, as you see, that I have full control of all. Actually, it's 12 teams. I thought I had 14. Okay, that's my fault. But as you see there, I have Fresno Lions, the Jacksonville Demons, the Absurd Dragons, the Greensville Vipers, Drummondville Tigers, Evansburg Bears, or Evansville Bears, Bakersfield Assassins, Halifax Vikings, Iowa Land Sharks, um, Kingston Wizards, Chesapeake Trolls, and you got the Lexington Bison. So those are my 12 teams I actually made. Um, and like I said, everybody that had, I went down from the list for each 12 players that had, that were there. So I did run into a little bit of goalie trouble though when I was making these teams. So I mean, I had to go to the AHL and pick out, they had a lock in, the minor leagues with the Britsford. I can't think of the name. The Britsford Tigers, I think it was. Yeah. Okay, but anyways, yeah, I had him. He's on the teams here because when I went through the one list, there was no goalies available. So some goalies will be good, and some teams with goalies will be good, and some teams with goalies will not. And if you look at my face a little bit there, yeah, it looks like I'm getting pale. I'm just tired because I got home from work and I wanted to do this video quick. And I rarely do a surprise video like this, so. Anyways, we're gonna go and check out the Absurd Dragons to start off fuck, what am I saying? We're gonna start off the first month of the season, and we're gonna follow the top team or mid team through the list there. So either the sixth or seventh team that will follow, but we're gonna start off with the Absurd Dragons to see how they cap off their first September 2016 season. Now, the National League has only about what was it, 60 games. So they basically play the weekends. They're like an AHL team. They play the weekends and sometimes on a weekday. So, but anyways, we're gonna hop right into this and let's see what we get. So, game one, win. Ooh, they actually won twice. Oh, 2-1 now. As you see there, those dashes there, they go by wins, losses, overtime wins, and overtime losses. So that's basically how those rules or records are placed as in a overseas league. So as you see there, the OT win And you can see there with the Dragons, you got the 3-5-1 record with 0 losses in overtime. So, but yeah, I'm gonna also simulate whatchamacallit, the draft, or not the draft, the playoffs too. And if it comes down to a pivotal game 5 or game 6 or game 4, whatever you want to call it, it'll be right there. So far through season 1, we got a good amount of games that are going here. So we got the Fresno Lions that went 7-1-1 and 1 overtime win and overtime loss. So they're 80% on their points. That's insane. Actually, really, really good. But that's only the first month of the season, so we got a little bit to go. They actually had almost 4 points per game. That's crazy. Their goals are almost 2 allowed. That's really good. The worst team in the league so far is the Keaton, or actually no, you got 2 teams, Evansville Bears and the Kingston Wizards. So, and going in between the 2 teams here, we got 3 teams that have almost reached 50% with their points, or yeah, percentage. Um, you got Chesapeake, the Iowa Land Sharks, and the Jacksonville Demons. So they're all tied for fifth right there with 13 points. But like I said, I was going to go with probably either the sixth or seventh pick, sixth or seventh team. So we'll go with the team that has the least amount of goals, and we'll go with the Iowa Land Sharks. So I gotta switch to them. Land Sharks. There we go. And we'll go and simulate their month to see how they do for the month in the time being. So go up to the next month, October. So they lose the first game and win the next one and lose the next one. Wow. So it was just an idea for me until NHL 18 came out, and it's just I'm more likely going to do the same thing too because, like I said, there's a ton of views on the tournament or the playoff mode when I had the custom teams playing, which I only had about I think like 4 teams playing. So okay, so we got 6, 7, 2, and 4. So that's actually that's probably still mid range there. No, they dropped. They dropped 2 positions by the end of the month. So, but anyways, we're going to see who we have right here. And we got the Absurd Dragons again. Wow. Okay. So they're about right there, or we go with Greenville Vipers. We'll go with Greenville to see where they do, or see how they do. What am I saying? Where they do? Greensville. So we're going to simulate to the end of the month also with this team, like every team that I'm probably going to do. This team doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's actually a pretty good team. So that I made, that's actually a pretty good start. Ooh, 2-0. Nice. And that's actually really good standings right there. So they might have held the 6th or 7th position right there because they got so many teams right there running that middle of the field. PZ with that 11, 12, and 2-2 record, that was actually pretty good. So see where they sit. I should have just checked that instead, and I didn't. Okay, so we got the Land Sharks are actually back in 7th. Bison are right there, and the Fresno Lions are still on top. They're actually doing pretty well. So, I can't say anything else for the Evansville Bears. Oh boy, that's not good. So they're more likely to be out of the playoffs sooner or later, along with Bakersfield. Now you got the Kingston Wizards there also, which is actually pretty good. So they went from the bottom of the league to the very top right there. So you got the Absurd Dragons right there too. So, but anyways, we're going back to Iowa Land Sharks with a 10-10 and 4-3 record to watch their thing go. The Greensville Vipers went down 2 positions. Unfortunately, that's just bad. But Taylor Hall's actually leading the points right there, as you've seen. And they do have a little bit of injuries right there, so that's actually not good for them. So we're going back to the Iowa Land Sharks. So let's see how they do, or not see who, see where they land at the end of the month. So there's not many games that month too. That's actually only 8 games. Oh, I think they might have went down in the standings. That's not good. Yeah, they definitely went down in the standings. They more likely went down to the eighth or ninth in the standings. So we're here. So here we are, New Year's Day, and there's no games being played besides with everybody celebrating, fireworks going off and all that jazz for the 2017 year. Um, let's see. The Iowa Land Sharks are not doing that good. Duchesne still leads the team with 27 points. I'm also going to check out the player stats now since we hit the mid-year. So, uh, yeah, Land Sharks are still seventh. Actually, that's not too bad. Fresno's still up there. Jacksonville also. Yeah, you got the good top four teams still there. Bakersfield, not as well. They actually dropped to one. Wow, that's not good. Um, but right now, Drummondville's actually right behind Fresno with goals for. And goals allowed is not good for right now with the Demons, and that's not good. Yeah, they're basically at the bottom of the league right there. Um, yeah, they're almost barely at the bottom of the league, but somehow their offensive play is keeping them in it. So goals for so far, you got the Demons at the top, which are second, and that's actually surprising that Halifax is the lowest right there. They might have played a good defensive game, but their offense is really bad, but their record's still meaning they're still in third. So we're going to check out the player stats here, and what we have is to the entire league as the team that is, or the player that is leading the entire league is Patrick Laine. Holy shit, 43 points, 20 goals, and 23 assists in 35 games. So that's actually pretty good. He only has 6 penalty minutes and a +5 rating so far, 7 power play goals, no shorthanded goals, 4 game winners. He's on fire so far. Shots, he's actually pretty accurate. That's actually really good, 23%. Face-offs he actually has taken, and he owes almost about halfway there. So he's not much of a face-off man, as you can see there with the 60%, or that 60 overall rating. Hits he only has 19. Wow, that's really odd. He's more like a two-way player, I think. But giveaways, he has more takeaways. So that's actually awesome. Uh, but yeah, I mean, there you go. That's the top player of the league. You got Jamie Benn also following up in second, along with Andre or Alexander Barkov. My bad, not Andre. Then you got Miku Koivu also in fourth, and then you got Patrice Bergeron in fifth, Couturier in sixth, Mike Hoffman in seventh, Claude Giroux in eighth, Tyler Johnson in ninth, and look at that, Crosby rounding out the top 10. Wow. He has a -4. That ain't good. That is not good. So he has 20 goals, but 12 assists, and he's under almost a point per game. That's not good. So here we go. We're going to go and check out the goalies here, but we're going to also check out the rookie scares also in the time being once we get there. And goalies. So as we see here, in the wins columns, you got Roberto Luongo at the top. Yaroslav Halak is 14-6. That's actually really good for the Lions. And then you got Marc-Andre Fleury for the Vikings there. He's holding them with a 13-1 or a 13-11 record, and that's actually pretty good for the goals allowed average through the midway. And you got Jimmy Howard also sitting there with a 218, which is very odd with an 85 player, also with Fleury, which is an 88 though, but that's actually pretty bare. He's a better goaltender. You got Frederick Anderson right there with a 243, 12, and 5-2 record, which is really good. And then you got Bob's right there rounding up the top 5 with the 2.65. That's actually average, I would say, in the league. Um, with a 2-7-2 record, and Eddie Lack is in 7th right there. You got Jonas Enroth right there with a 10-11. Wow, for an 82. And then you got Dubnik oof, something went wrong right there. And he's on the team with Crosby. That's pretty bad. So you got Holpe right there rounding out with a 9-8-1 record, but he has actually a pretty decent, goals allowed average. We're going to round out and see who has the better goals allowed so far. And wow, Brian Elliott with only 8 games played, that is good, but he's not going to make it qualified. But you have Yaroslav Halak with a 2.03 goals allowed average, 14 wins, 6 losses, and 0 over or shootout losses. That's actually pretty good. Or OT losses, whatever you want to call it. Fleury rounds out the second. Howard right there, third. Holpe, fourth. Andrew Hammond right there. He's more like a backup starter. But you got Anderson and you got Anderson. uh, both almost rounding up about even with their average. And the worst player in the league goes to so far is Peter Buja. Ooh, yikes. He actually had a pretty decent year, I think, with the LA Kings, but unfortunately he did get traded, and I think he went to Dallas. I think Dallas. But then you got Joel Bennington right there. He's a young player though. So looking at rookie skaters, seeing who leads it, more like Lane. Oh wow, Lane doesn't. Oh wait, no, that's the points. Yeah, Lane does lead it with 43. Nick Dowd with 14. Jake Gunsel with 14 also. Uh, yeah, I mean, that's actually pretty good. I don't see any other players there. Ooh, 9 games played, but he's a defenseman too. But 2 games played, and Blake Coleman didn't get a single goal so far, so or point. Um, Joel Pennington and Eric Comrie are battling it out so far with the rookie goalies, and it seems like Comrie has the better chance with the goals allowed average. Yeah, he only has played 3 games less, but still, that's actually pretty good. Um, Looking at the save percentage right here, you got the 8.2 for Bennington, but the 8.7 for Comrie. That's actually he's actually really good for an 80 overall, and he's only 21 too, so that's actually really, really good. Bennington needs to back it up, take a few more steps forward, because especially if he's going to try to get into the league, he cannot be playing in the AHL for a long time. No shutouts so far, but Bennington has a 1 point in his goals or assists right there. What am I saying? Goals. That's actually pretty interesting if it did happen. But yeah, that's basically it right there. Halfway through the season, and that's New Year's Day stats. So here we go. Actually, we're more than halfway. We're at 35 and 50. Is that 50? Tell me that's 50. 35 and 50. Ooh, yeah, we were more than halfway, but we just did that for special occasions. So, oh, who was it? Are we still Iowa? No, we're not still Iowa. I forget. Oh wait, no, we are still Iowa. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Uh okay, so looking at the calendar here, and we're gonna go to another month play of seeing who is gonna be in the top of the league. So the Dragons they beat, and Vipers they beat. They lose the Vipers back to back though, or in a back to back game, and they're actually doing pretty well this month. Actually no, they are not. They actually might have went down in the standings. So who is going to be in the middle of the rankings here? I don't know. So I think they take the top 8 players in this league. So I guess that's the good thing there. So um, or not top players, to top teams there. So we have 6 games left, and we're going to see. Actually, no. What am I doing? We got 6 games left in the season, and we already have playoff clinchers here. Victor Hedman leads the Iowa Land Sharks with 31 points. Wow, that's a really step up. So right there you can see clinch playoff spots, Fresno and Drummondville Tigers. That's actually really impressive. So both of them are actually battling it out with the goals for right there by a 300th of a point per game. So not as much as per game goals allowed. So, but anyways, that's actually looking pretty good. They got an 83 and 81 games play record, or games overall. So, but Fresno does lead Peas with that 1 goal or 1 game less. So, Bakersfield has no chance so far, but it seems like the Chesapeake Trolls are not doing too well either. They're hanging on to that spot along with the Iowa Land Sharks. So let's see if the Trolls will hold on to it. And now I'm going to say this to you. The Trolls have Crosby. And I hate, as you see there on my jersey, Crosby does lead the league lead the team with 41. That is actually pretty good, but that's a terrible record. You could be like Wayne Gretzky and have just a shitty ass team, but still lead the entire league in points. So here we go. We're gonna finish it off right here, the end of the month. See if they will capture their spot. So they win one, win two. They're on a 3-4, 5 game, six game winning streak through that month. They did really well, and they might have clinched the spot. Stop simulation, and they will face the Halifax Vikings. And so we're going to take a look at the playoff tree so far. And it seems like everybody's at full health right there. So, wow. The Fresno Lions actually dropped to second. All right, so here we go. Where you have the Bison, the Demons, the Vikings, the Trolls, the Lions, the Wizards, the Lions, and the Dragons. That's actually pretty cool. So that's all quarterfinal. That goes by the 8 teams. I was right. So they played out as a small league right there. So, and I'm playing by the NHL rules. So 7 games for each series, and we'll see who gets it. So Drummondville captures that big division title. Well, not division title, but the conference title right there with the most wins and most points, most wins, yeah. And Fresno and Drummondville actually tied it with the goals for average per game. So that's actually pretty sweet. Goals allowed, since the season is over now, so we're going to take a look at the season stats here, I should say. And goals allowed per game, that oh 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 damn, oh damn, oh damn, oh damn. Apologize for that. My controller actually died. Anyways, I don't even think you guys could even hear me. Maybe you did. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, this was actually pretty good. So we got the Halifax Vikings actually at 218 for their goals allowed average. Drummondville and Fresno follow behind them with a 30 and 32. 2.30 and 32. Uh, Kingston actually clinched pretty well, and Iowa landed up short in that 5th spot. That sucks, and they almost beat out the Dragons by how many points? Or the Dragons actually beat them out by how many points? By 3 points. So that was a close race right there. So that's actually pretty good. But yeah, I mean that was actually a pretty good series right there. So power play goals, who wins with 41? It's the Demons, and they're in 5th place. That's actually really good. That's a strong power play team right there. And the power play percentage goes to the Demons, obviously, because the Bison right there with a 24.8, and the Trolls with a 23.8 also, or 24.8 for the Bison. 22.3 for the Dragons, and a 21.6 for the Lions. That's a strong power play. You got to watch for those Dragons, though, because that's actually a top 5 power play team right there, so... Shorthanded goals against. Yikes, the Demons need to pick that up. So do the Bison. Power play goals against. Not good. Where's the PK? So we got the Land Sharks actually led in the PK, but still managed to come up short. That's actually really good. The Vikings right there, 84.6, 84.4 for the Trolls. Assassins and the Vipers had a good PK. You got the top 4 teams that were just terrible? Wow, okay. So you got the goals, short-handed goals for. You got the Bison that lead. You got the Lions and the Drummondville Tigers, and you got the Assassins that were in the top 4 right there. So that's not good. So we got the last standing games, and you got the Tigers that beat them all out right there for the top spot. So we're going to see who wins the top league in point, or who wins in the oh my god, I can't even speak. Who wins in the entire league in the points? Well, basically is the MVP. Lonnie! Lonnie with, oh, it's a tie. Lonnie and Jamie Ben are all tied for 55 points. Now, I think Ben gets it because he has a 10 plus, his pluses and minuses a 10. So that, I think he wins it there, unless Lonnie does, because he has one more assist, but Ben has one more goal. But Lonnie has only 8 penalty minutes. That's actually really good for the whole entire season. Who leads the league? Oh, Jesus Christ. Ben Charrett. Wow. He's still. Oh my God. That's not good. Wow. He's a fighter, though, so that's expected. Oh my God. So you got Kyle Clifford right there, 272. You got Derek Dorsett. You got basically enforcers, right? Mike Brown from the free agency. That's what I also forgot to add. I added one free agency player to each of these teams. So Mike Brown was involved with this, this 68 fights, and he played 50 games too. He was never hurt. That's awesome. Or 68 penalty minutes, not 68 fights. What am I saying? He had a -5. That's really good. Derek Sorsett had a +2. Wow. Radko Gudas right there, he was out for 1 game, but he had a +14. That's really good. And he's in the playoffs. Sheldon Brookbanks also -2. Ooh, Cassian, yikes, that sucks for you. But he's a demon and he's on there too. Bogason, he has a +1. That's really good. That's actually wow. But the Rocket Richard would, if there was a league like this, the Rocket Richard goes to definitely Sidney Crosby, beating out Jamie Benn and Claude Giroux by 2 and 3, and Lonnie by 3 points or 3 goals. Assist would go to Dowdy. Wow, 36, and beating out Broussard with 35. Koivu by 2, and Bodker, Couturier, and Huberdeau with 4. That's really strong. Okay, so the best plus and minus we had so far is Francois Beauchemin with a 28, Matthias Ekholm 23, Brian Dumoulin from Pittsburgh. Well, he's at a Fresno line on here. He's 19. Jeff Carter with 18, Bergeron 17, and basically you got top 3 right there with 16. You got 3 players with 16. You got Burakovsky, Green, and Erickson. That's actually really good. So, Matt Bennington, wow, that's actually pretty good with 14. Gudas is right there, obviously, we're talking about him. Did Giroux make it? Yes, he's a Fresno Lion, so. Okay. Sorry, that was a message I got. Power play goals, we got Pavel Datsyuk with 9, Sidney Crosby with 9 also, but Datsyuk beats him with that +1. Actually, no. Well, no. He leads it. Taylor Hall and Ben Hornquist and Lonnie with 8. You have Hoffman, Barkov, and Giroux both. Oh, okay. Dragons did make it. Barkov, Giroux, and Hoffman with 7. Did Hoffman make? Yeah, he did. Okay, so you got Eichel and Gaudreau right there with 6. Duchesne, Niederreiter, Backus, and Dubinsky, Eberle, Koivu, Huberdeau, Hagelin, Hossa, right there with 5. That's actually pretty good. So I'm just gonna run it down. Actually, you got Mark Dano right there with 4. That's actually pretty good, and he's a young player also. So, shorthanded goals, 2 by Dowd, Philip Danault. Wow, that's actually pretty good. Adam Cracknell, and you got Dylan Larkin, Speedy Dylan. He wasn't so speedy this year, supposedly, but fucking, you got Connor McDavid that beats him out. So, game winners. Giroux and Kucherov that beat out everybody by one, by not everybody by one, but Lane, Everly, and Hagelin by one. So Crosby ended up with 4, so that ain't too bad. Shooting percentage so far, the most accurate shooter is Travis Konecny with 1 shot, 1 goal. Oh my goodness. That's actually, I wonder if he scored it by a wrister. Then you got Connor Brown, you got Anthony Benito, and you got Hemsky, Gianta, Josh Anderson, Patrick Laine right there. He basically led it right there. Uh, and then you got Joe Blandisi, flopper. I gotta say it. I'm sorry. He flopped when against the Flyers. So you got a face-off man. You got 3 of them right there. Fisher. Fisher's actually pretty good, and he was actually kept out. That's insane. He had a 81 face-off right there too. If you guys didn't see it, Haley, he won all 3 of his face-offs as a left winger. That's not good. Well, that's actually pretty good. And Gianta won one of his one. He went 1 for 1. Okay, so you got Granlund. He was also, I think he was in the mine. He's still young. Yeah, he's from Calgary. So Granlund, Colburn. Wow, Joe Colburn. He has a great face-off, and he's a left winger. Wow. Okay. So you got Hemsky there. He has a 60, and he went 66% on them. Ben could win face-offs. That's insane. Okay, so you got Cody Eakin also with a two-way player like he is. He's really good. Marcus Johansson. That's actually pretty good with 75 he has. And you got Patrick Eves. Getzlav. Come on, Getzlav. You have an 89 face-off percentage, and you still managed to have a 59, getting beat out by a left winger by Joe Colburn and Gianza, who has a shitty-ass fucking face-off rating. Come on. Okay, so we're going off to hits, and we know we have devastating ones. Mikko Koivu leads it with 113. Getzlav, obviously, big power hitter right there. Andrew Desjardins, 80. uh, Anisimov right there. What the hell is that? Oh, Anisimov with 10. Oh, man. Gudas, obviously, you're going to know he's going to get it. Clutterbuck, Cal Clutterbuck is definitely going to get it. But wow. Okay, giveaways. So, Gunnarsson. Come on, bud. Jokipake? I don't know how you say his last name. I know he's like Finnish. Uh, Chariot, obviously, he's the penalty minutes guy. He got into the fight. So, takeaways, we have Huberto with 50. That's actually really good. So, he had 1 per game there. And more minutes. Hamonic. Hamonic beats out Carlson. Bufflin. Wow. That's actually pretty good. So, that's the entire stats right there for the players. Goalies wise, we'll see who gets this one. This is a tight race. Luongo wins. He's the best goaltender in the league. Fleury with a 217, and he still manages to come up short. Halak, Bobrovsky, Jonas Enroth with a 16-14, and he's an 82 overall goalie. That's actually pretty good. Holtby with a 217. He tied Fleury with the goals allowed average. That's actually pretty sweet. Brian Elliott actually had a 1.61. That's actually really, really good. Maybe hopefully a bright future for the Flyers. I hope so. With him as probably playing like 1 or 2 seasons. So, you got John Gibson right there with a 205. That's actually pretty good. But Fleury and Holtby match it out with a 217. That's really good. That's an excellent fight for that. But Fleury wins it with a 214. Losses. Who had the worst losses? Hellbuck actually went 0. Wow, that's actually really good. Okay, so losses goes to Martin Jones. Yikes. And he's in the playoffs. That's not good. That is not good. Eddie Lack, 81, came up short. Bishop, wow. I feel bad for him. Assassins actually did drop out of the playoffs, unfortunately. The Wizards are right there too, but they have a winning record, so. But that's it. Shootout losses. We have Fleury with 4, Bobs with 3, Anderson with 3, Lack, Enroth, Anderson, Forsberg, Anton Forsberg, Grease, and Howard with 2. That's actually not too bad. Goals allowed average, or goals against. 107, 106, and 105. Jones is sitting up there, but yikes. Come on, Luongo. You win. You had the most wins, but yet you still have the most goals allowed. Not good. So here we go. We got save percentage with whoa. Wow, that's actually not that's actually really good. And he only played what, 10 games? Yeah, that's actually really good. So, you got Gibson, you got Fleury, Kempfer. These are really good stats right here for save percentage. For Forsberg also, that's a 77 overall player. Darling's 80, and Kempfer is an 82. Gibson's right there along with Elliott. So that's not too bad. Shots against. Oh damn, he took a lot of rubber. Shootouts. Holtby with 4. Anderson, Bob's, Bishop, even though he has a losing record, still had 3. Fleury, Elliott, and Hammond all had shutouts with 3s. That's not too bad. Anton Forsberg had 2. That's not too bad. More minutes. Fleury and Luongo came up short by a few minutes. Penalty minutes. Did anybody get penalties? No. Okay. Who got points? We have 3-point goal, 3-point assist player right there as a goaltender. Wow, Jones again, and he's in the playoffs. Howard, yeah, that's actually pretty good. Joe Bennington actually had 1 too, but he only had that one bid midway through the season also. So we're going to take out rookie skaters. Obviously, Lane is going to lead the top of the teams here. Nick Dowd had 20, Gensel had 15, and Anderson 14. Roman Lubimov had 13. Zach Hyman 11. Fogarty had 10, and Gons had 10. That's not too bad. But basically, anything down here. Kevin Gravel. I haven't seen that guy in a long time. Actually, he went undrafted. I think he played for the Flyers as a minor league. Travis Konecny right there with 1-for-1 for his goals, and he has 1 point. That's actually really exciting. And basically, that's it. I mean, who wins the rookie stuff? That's Comrie right there through and through. Wow. Yeah, he played better. He actually went up pretty good too. Bennington, you could do better, bud. So here we go. We're going to start the playoffs, and this is going to be actually quite interesting. So let's see what we got here. So what do? Do we play? Well, actually, no. We have to simulate, and it will simulate to the next game, to the playoffs. Actually, no, it doesn't. It doesn't show the listing like it does. So, whoever's in the middle of the standings in the playoffs, I'll choose. Basically, is yeah. So we got Jacksonville Demons. So here we go. Demons, Jacksonville Demons, the blue, gold, and black. That's actually looks pretty cool. That's actually, I just went default colors with all these teams too, if you guys are wondering. So we're going to go and play, we're going to simulate 3 games here to see what happens with them. Ooh, they're 2-1. That's actually really good. Bison, Jones is not looking good. So will they cap off the series here? No, they go to 2-2. Will they take a goal? Will they take a win? Yes, they do in overtime. Will they win the series right here? Yes, they do. Now they will be facing the Absurd Dragons. Now, that's actually a really good game right there. Oh, but the Dragons are 18-2 and 1 and 5 and 6. You got 21-20 and 6 and 3. Not too bad. Not too shabby. So we're going to do the same thing. 3 games. Let's see if they survive. Lose. Oh, will they face contention of getting kicked from or getting kicked out of the playoffs? Yes, they do. They get swept. Okay, so we're going to be looking at the Absurd Dragons right here. And who will they be facing? Nobody yet. We're going to go sim to Wednesday, and we'll be facing the Kingston Wizards for the championship. I think that's the championship. Yeah, it's the championship. Okay, here we go. So basically, we got 3 teams that got swept during the playoffs. You got the Trolls that swept, but they lost the Wizards, and you got the Wizards that, or actually no, you got the Dragons. Wait. Who was it? You had the Wizards. Oh, yeah, the Wizards sweep the Fresno Lions, and now they got to face the Trolls, and the Wizards won. And the sweep of the Dragons beating out the Demons. Now you got the Wizards and Dragons in the finals. So, like I said, I'm going to do it the same way. I'm going to simulate 3 games and see what goes on from here. And then if it comes down to a game winning or a series defining win for a championship, I'll simulate and play 5 minutes. Simulate 5 minutes of the rest of the game. So it's tied up 2-2 now after game 4, and here's game 5, and they lose. The Dragons lose. So if the Wizards win, it's all but over. So here we go. We're going to simulate this game. Well, 2 periods, all the way up to 5 minutes left in the game. So here we go. First period, we're going to sim. And it is the Dragons leading. So Wizards need to win the cup here. Going to sim the second period, and nothing has happened. So here we go. We're going to simulate. We're going to put this to plus 4 times. And resume. So when it comes down to 5 minutes left, I'm going to intervene. Or it gets close to 5 minutes, I'm going to intervene and let the CPUs play it out. So far, pretty good competition, and if Absurd can tie it up the series, this can go to Game 6, which more likely leads to Game 7, so. Wait, this is Game 6, what am I saying? This is Game 6, but you have Game 7 coming up, and here we go. Oh, it's a tie game now. Here we go. So here's the jerseys that I have, that these teams had the default colors to them. So I'm going to hit the CPUs. Here's the Dragons. The away looks pretty nice, but the black, awesome. So I'm going to choose the alternates for them. Here's the away for the Wizards. The alternates are gold, and the home are blue. So that's actually pretty sweet since I did that. You won't be able to see that's not good. You can't see the sleeves for the Dragons, but oh well. I just kept it all the same. I didn't do any magnificent color changes to the numbers or the jerseys of the team's colors. So, but they all do have different fonts though. So here we go. I'm actually going to switch up to True Broadcast.
If you're just with us, it's been a tremendous.
So settings, True Broadcast here. Final game, Game 6, if this is the final game of the playoffs. So you got the Dragons and now the Wizards tied up to 1 in the third period with 5 left. Will the Wizards win it, or will we be seeing Game 7?
Bit of hockey so far, and more to come.
Here's the face-off, won by the Wizards. Hamnick has the puck. Here comes
Kingston's
Brown.
got it and moving up the wing.
Loses it off the board.
Gathered up
Brown
again
gets
by
back.
Brown.
Hamnick gives it off to
Pass
Brown
tipped
again.
away by the opposition.
Gets it off. Here he comes, Grigorenko.
Back near the blue line to McDonald. Great work with the pad. Terrific determination by Brown.
You got Alton here. Gives it off to Bernier. Steve Bernier.
Gets in and he'll look over his options.
Here he comes.
Shoots one off a body.
Why is the 4th line out there? I don't know. Here's Alzner, has the puck now. Going to carry
Abbotsford's moving the puck up the wing.
Dump it around the net.
Gathered up by Hammond.
Here comes Andras.
Slides it to the point to Alzner.
Gives off to Bodine. Bernier.
Marched narrowly inside. At the point, big shot.
Wow, okay. This is actually pretty good.
The Wizards in possession as they travel through center ice.
Trying to poke check, bumps it off.
Carried to the corner by Grigorenko.
Here's Brown.
Puts one on.
Saved
Robbery there.
Here's Bernier carrying it up.
We are in the last minute.
55 seconds left, or actually 50 seconds left. Here's Jamie Benn for the point.
From the corner.
Ben Bernier.
To the backhand.
Stop by
that one hit someone on the way.
Now down the ice, it's going to be icing.
And icing is called on the play, setting up the most critical face-off of the night.
Bailey's offensive production stems from the fact that he's able to get away from the guy checking him for just a second to release the puck. That is a skill that people don't talk about. Some have it, some don't.
Missed the net. Tie score, grade A scoring chance. Nothing to show for it. Kingston's carrying it on through the area between the blue lines.
This is way in, and he's offside. Here comes Barkov.
Still has control up the wing.
Holds on to it.
Pointed to Bogosian.
To Barkov.
What
Slapper
a ripper.
over the net.
Oh, that was
and
close.
Here comes Bodker. Bodker. Here's
moving
Johansson.
into Irwin. Pass attempt
Here's
to Hossa.
Carrying it up. Marian Hossa.
On to Johansson.
Looking for that open man.
Slid just inside the line to Green.
Shoots.
Could not be filtered through.
It's overtime.
And the horn ends regulation. There's more coming up in overtime.
Looking for a way to show love for your team. Don't forget, team had giveaways around the corner. The first 3,000 fans in the arena.
Barkov's hit was arguably the best in that period. A period that saw no goals. That's expected to change. Intermission is here.
So here we go. You can see the stats here: 24 to 27 on shots. Hits are almost about even, but Absurd's up by 1. Time on attack to Absurd Dragons, and passing is the Wizards. So they're actually passing the puck really well. And Wizards are also winning the faceoffs. And there is no power play goals so far. Power play minutes to the Wizards with a 248. So no breakaways and no short-handed goals. So this is actually a pretty tight defensive game right here, guys. Here we go. Overtime. Will the Dragons extend the Game 6 to Game 7? Face off to the centerized circle. Won by the
We have begun sudden death overtime on a long evening, and fatigue will be a factor eventually. But lots of energy now.
Wide.
Oh, a close call there.
Here comes
the Wizards
Hossa.
have gotten to the neutral
picks
zone.
It up, but it's a 3-on-1.
Gathered in by
so
Hossa.
Nothing there. Hossa picks up, gets stick checked, and
dogged determination there by Olsen.
To Ben.
To Barkov.
Carrying it up.
Gets in, looks over his options here. Gathered up again by Jamie Benn.
Oh, Ben.
Back near the blue line to Olsen.
Back to Olsen.
Shoots one.
It's blocked by Johansson.
Wonderful
it's
block that was.
Here they come. And he tries to teach around him, but nothing. But you have Anderson there to cover it up.
Covered, whistle blown.
Barkov's a difficult player to play against. He finishes almost every check, and as a result, he has among the highest hit totals in the league.
Under 3 minutes have been played. Scrappy game. Both of these teams have connected once.
Shoots. It's stopped by Ben.
The Dragons in control of the puck through the neutral zone.
Holds on to it.
Good shooting play. Wonderful save with a pass.
Here comes Hurley.
Snapping a pass to
Ben
Kreider.
has it, and it's
that
stopped.
Hits somebody.
Wow. Here comes
Carried out of his own end towards center. Passing one off now to Kreider.
Circling around Hurdle. Gets blocked.
The Dragons lug the puck in their own end.
Oh, geez. Here's Bennett. Sam Bennett has the puck.
Moved to the shadow of the boards by Bennett.
And dumps it around the net. Here's the
gathered up again by Irwin. Kingston's got it back in their own zone.
Strider has it up
zone to zone to declare.
Holds on to it and actually gets it back.
Slides it to the point to Green.
Shoots,
wonderful save on a
saved by Anderson with the stick.
Well, there's a little bit of a luck involved there. The goalie was screened on the play. He couldn't see it, but he stopped it.
So there's Matt Irwin.
Anderson's made several excellent saves. None better than that. Certainly none bigger than that one here in overtime.
So the face-off to the right of the circle. Won by
face-off win here.
Here comes Green, gives it off
that
to Killorn.
Hit somebody.
Here's Beaulieu, gives it off to Armia.
Puck is thrown to Bonino.
Carrying it up the ice. Pittsburgh.
Possession still as he moves up the wing.
Also.
Nice work by Green.
Here comes Green, gets stick checked by Armia.
Decides to head for the corner.
Gives it up the ice. Here comes Green.
Kingston's up the wing, controlling play.
The puck. Holds on to it, dumps it around behind the net.
Terrific determination by Bergeron. Kicked out of the scrum.
Picked up by Bonino.
To Bailey.
Here's Bailey, Josh Bailey.
Pushing it on through the neutral zone. Gets across, looks over his options.
Going to try to find a way.
What
a one-timer by Bergeron.
Oh, that puck just hit his glove.
Bailey's play defensively has grown in leaps and bounds. As a result, he has among the highest plus-minus totals in the league.
With a 9. Face-off to the left of the circle. In the attacking zone.
Tied up by a good reach and a good step in there for possession. Puck covered, whistle blown.
Bernier with a good shot from the point.
Holtby's able to flash the leather on this excellent scoring chance. He tried to go top cheese, denied.
Grigorenko, Kadri, and Brown are all fourth-line players. Josh Anderson, Andre Androff, and Bernier for the
Kingston's prevailed on another face-off. To Kadri.
There's Kadri.
Maintaining possession up the wing.
Looking around, can't find nothing, gets bumped off the
What reaction. He's got it again. Good work by Kadri.
Carrying it up.
Abbotsford's continuing on through center ice.
Gives off to Andreoff again with a good pass. Going
around
into the zone, dumps it around, and here's picked up by the
into the corner with that pass to Bernier.
Kadri actually has stolen the puck.
Chip to Brown.
Connor Brown.
Moved along and in.
Looking for it. Can't find it. And gets shoved
play
off
by
Josh Anderson. Here's Steve Bernier.
Swung between the blue lines by Bernier.
Plays the boards
and he dumps it in.
Here's a line change. Here's
the Wizards setting things up in their own end. Laid on to Hossa.
Here comes Hossa.
Working it on a drop to
Hossa
Johansson.
Saved by Anderson.
Save.
Now that's a quick glove.
Hossa with a slapper from the point.
Anderson's able to make an excellent stop here. That's a difficult scoring chance. The shooter thought he had him beat.
Actually have definitely, deflected that, but his back was towards the puck. So here we go. Face-off one by the
face-off work.
Rodin to Kit.
Stays along the boards.
Hossa gives it off to Hamonic.
Brings a shot.
Saved by Anderson.
Oh, if you're a shooter, you don't want to see the goaltender flash his glove like that.
That was a really good save. Luckily enough, that didn't go over.
You can't ask much more from your goaltender than this. That's an excellent wrist shot that he's able to deny.
Here we go. Face off to the right of the circle. Krejci and Barkov. Barkov ties him up.
Draw the tie up, and his team prevails. Gains the zone.
Looking.
Muscle block to Brodin. Deflected off the blocker. Pointed to
Alsner to Brodin. Back to Alsner again.
Right near the goal stripe in the corner to Bodker. Trying to go to Johansson.
Here comes Johansson.
Good job with the poke check.
Barkov has the puck.
Closed off effectively and sealed.
In the neutral zone. McDonald has it. Barkov. Oh no, he almost got it.
And the puck gathered in by McDonald.
Here comes Duclair. Duclair.
It's an onside play.
Looking for the play.
And they've got it again.
And it's picked up by
Skate kick out of the scrum. Took it up the boards and holds.
And here's Harrington. Loses it. Duclair looking for the pass. Can't find it. Gives actually over to Krejci or Kreider.
Great stick there.
Here comes Jamie
now
Benn.
It's directed to
Gives
Bennett.
it up to Sam Bennett.
Many yards gained to Jamie Benn. Good job with the stick.
Ben.
A shot. Save.
Harrington to Green. Hurdle. Bennett
moves it to the corner.
Stopping him. He's a small player, but he's still fighting for that puck like a madman. Here it comes.
And it's nabbed by Anisimov.
Okay.
Play to be made now by Kreider.
Kreider has the puck coming down the ice.
What'll he do?
And it's picked up by Bailey.
The Dragons have possession in their own end. Gathered in by Green. Diagonally to Brodin. Keeps it going back behind the net. Marvelous save. No time on that
one. It's a fight in front
of the net. You talk about cutting down the angle. Perfectly executed by the goaltender.
1:24 left in the first overtime. We have a game, guys. It's a 1-1 game.
Sometimes there's just nowhere to go with the puck. Guys, this is an excellent shot, but the goaltender makes an excellent pad save.
Here we go. Face off to the left, right of the circle. Won by
and
the
they've
Dragons.
won that draw.
Here's Alsner. Gives up to Armia. Back and misses. Going towards the goalie, and he misses. He's going to play the puck.
Sees this one come to him, and so he takes possession.
Here comes Brody.
Pitching it to Bailey.
Gives it off to Bailey. Alsner
plays a little catchy.
Here's Bonino.
Onside.
Holds on to it. Plays the board, trying to
Picks
wrap
it
around,
up in
but
his
it
own
just
end.
plays himself.
Looking to Frolik. Pitching this one to Little.
Here comes Brody Alsner in between,
And this play is whistled down. It is offside.
At least 1 minute left.
Centermen practice this so many times at the end of their game day workouts. And here comes the biggest one, perhaps,
Wizards.
of the whole season.
Here comes
Kingston's
Green.
collected another victory on the faceoff.
Brian Little to Green.
To Frolik.
Frolik scores!
And the game is
they have
over.
done it!
The series is over. These
Wizards
are the champions.
have won the EA Cup championship.
A fitting tribute to a wonderful season. Training camp in September was a dream. For this team, it is a nightmare. They got so far. We'll have the same short summer, but nothing to show for it. It is a most noble part of a collision sport, an exhausting series of games. Handshakes replace all the adrenaline for the last hours.
Actually, wait. Yep, that was it, actually. There was no cup, nothing. So you got Holtby there with a 9.3 goals allowed average for the game. He's first star with 32 saves and a 970 save percentage. So Brian Little right there, game winner with 1 goal and 1 assist, and Frederik Andersen staying on top of his head. Unfortunately, couldn't say the last one. So he has a 1.87 goals allowed, and he gets a 26 saves for 26 saves. I was about to say save percentage, and he has a 929 save percentage, which is actually pretty good. That was a great game. So it was just basically evened out really well. So that was one great game. That was a great season too. So that is it. That's the Kingston Wizards that beat the team, the Dragons, that we started out to watch with too. So there we have it. Playoff elimination. Wizards win. So, unfortunately, they probably had to clear the ice because the water bottles and stuff were probably falling down, beer also. So here we go. We're going to take a look at the stats for the playoffs, and we got the MVP is Mikhail Bodker? No, I think it was the goalie more. Actually, no, that was after. Here we go. Entire league. Bodker actually leads the entire league. So, well, that was only 2 teams, but Hoffman was there too, so that was actually pretty good. 10 points for 9 games. That's not too bad. But yeah, I would say it has to go to the goalies. Probably to Holtby. Holtby did play well. So yes, he did. He does get it. He has a 1.61 goals allowed average, and Anderson has a 211. That's not too bad. That's actually pretty well. And Martin Jones actually redeemed himself from the pretty terrible season he had. Now Fleury, you had a great season, but you flopped in the playoffs, dude. What happened? What happened? Corey Crawford got 1 goal, but he had a shutout, I think. Did he get a shutout? Yeah, he did get a shutout. So did Anderson. Anderson, did he get 2? Did Anderson get 2? Anderson did not get anything. How did he? Oh, that was probably midway through the game. Okay. Because he probably sees Scott Darling, probably Fleury right there. And you have Yaroslav Halak, which played pretty well during the season, but the playoffs, he flopped. So, Comrie actually did pretty well as a rookie, a young player. So, Dubnyk did well too. Luongo, yeah, your goals allowed average is right there too, but you did play in the playoffs. So, but Anderson and Holtby, great showing by those 2 goaltenders. Holtby obviously would have got the MVP for that, and it was just a perfect game 6 right there. So unfortunately we couldn't get a game 7 because that would have been probably greater. So yeah, I mean, that was a great game, great season that we would have there. So there you have it, the 4-2 series winning the championship. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I am PlayerJReady. Hit the subscribe button to my channel also, and check out my sponsorship down below for more deals that are probably going to be coming in. Probably for NHL 18, I'm going to have to ask him that. But anyways, yeah, that was actually pretty exciting. I actually enjoyed that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that too. Leave a like I said, down below, and subscribe to my channel for more content. I do have the most viewed video. I have 2,500 views so far on a tournament play or playoff mode that I had with, what was it, 8 teams there? So, or 4 teams. It was 4 teams. And it was actually pretty well done. So, but like I said, hope you guys enjoyed the series. It was actually pretty well done, or a pretty good series there. So, hit like and comment down below if you want me to do another one of these, and I appreciate it. That'd be great too. I mean, maybe I could actually get 32 teams in this time to actually make it more fun. So, um, like I said, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good day.